Most people sleep on MCX. They think it's overpriced, too niche, or just a worse M4 with worse ammo. But I'm here to tell you, this gun slaps. If you play it right, the MCX is one of the most satisfying CQB weapons in Escape from Tarkov. This is the SIG MCX, a sleek, modern rifle chambered in 300 Blackout. In Tarkov, it fires 800 rounds per minute, hits hard, and comes naturally suppressed. Well, not literally, but almost every MCX build runs suppressor by default, and that's where it really shines. Its recoil isn't the lowest, let's be real, but it's manageable if you build it right, and dumps lead like an SMG on steroids. The MCX lives and dies by its ammo, and 300 Blackout is kinda weird. You got 3 real choices out of all of them, those being CBJ, VMAX, and AP. VMAX is only kind of fun when you just want to run around doing the leg meta. AP, you're only really going to actually use it because it's almost impossible to find when you go into labs or some high boss or death ratio kind of event. CBJ is what you want. It hits hard and will shred helmets up to class 4 with good shot placement. Also, it's easy enough to find or buy from Peacekeeper level 4. Just don't mag dump, this isn't Call of Duty. This is my go-to, built for close quarters, max ergonomics, low profile suppressor. You want to be fast, quiet, and hit hard? Think tactical gremlin energy. For those that already have used this gun, you already know, but this is such a fun, snappy little gun to use that feels like no other. Definitely worth checking out if you want to get some high kill games. Now this is going to be my build, different ways to do it, but this is what has worked best for me over time, despite how pretty it might look. If you want to stretch into mid-range fights, this is the compromise build. It'll work on reserve, customs, and even woods. Just don't try to snipe with it. For me, the big difference between the builds is 1, I'm not running drum mags on this build, and 2, with the foregrip, it just feels like I have a faster ADS time, even though the aerial aside. It just feels a lot more snappier and a lot more steady when I'm holding breath trying to get those longer range targets. Plus also, let's be honest, it's a little bit cheaper than the meta build, which sometimes is a factor depending on your budget. Now don't overthink it, this base MCX is still lethal in the right hands, AP in dorms is kinda brutal. Now this budget build feels almost like cheating, since you can buy the whole build actually from Peacekeeper level 4. The build comes with everything you need, and I call it a budget build because that hand grip on it is over 100k rubles on the flea. For a 200k ruble gun with all the finishings, it's definitely worth it. Alright, what are the pros and cons? Well, it comes quote unquote naturally suppressed since most builds require a suppressor, or you can easily just add one without a huge loss. It's high DPS. The ammo has decent penetration for CBJ specifically, which is going to be your go-to, and it just feels unique. It's not your everyday gun, it just has this fun feel to it. Now some of the weaknesses is that the recoil can kick if poorly modded, and even when it is properly modded, it can still be a little bit if you're not used to it. Ammo can be kind of pricey and inconsistent since you're limited on how much CBJ you can buy, and finding the other AP ammo is kind of hard to do. It's weak at long range when compared to other options such as the M4. It doesn't scale well without some money into it. You are going to be spending about 200k at least to really get this into a comfortable position to use. Now this gun is incredible in the right scenario, but it's not an all-rounder. You want to treat it like a high-risk, high-reward SMG with some extra teeth. The MCX is a map-specific killer. Factory, dorms, labs. It eats in those close quarter areas. Think flanks, ambushes, tight angles. You want to be behind them before they can even hear you. You definitely want to avoid open spaces. CBJ has terrible bullet velocity compared to other bullets, and it'll cost you in a range fight. This is a scalpel, not a hammer. So to wrap it up, the MCX is a specialist weapon. It's quiet, deadly, and melts targets if you run it smart. It's not meant to replace your M4, but for CQB players who like to W key and control the flow of a fight, there's nothing else like it. If you found this breakdown helpful, or if you've got a filthy MCX build of your own, drop it in the comments below, I would love to hear it. And if you're still running 5.56 in dorms, well, maybe it's time to try something new and a little bit more fun. Next up, we're breaking down the DMRs and showing you which ones are actually worth running this wipe. Spoiler, it ain't the M1A.